Last week, we started our fishing adventure on Deep Blue 2, and we're all set to catch something impressive. Well, we hope. And we're not the only ones trying.
Sam, did you happen to see anybody holding up a big fish in defiance on that boat?
No, they haven't.
They haven't. Okay, good. So we're turning around and kind of going in that same direction right now that the other boat is. Can you see it? So Sam, when somebody is in distress, obviously you may hear that on your radio system.
Right.
Are you obliged to help a person?
It's the rules of the sea.
The rule of the
Now
the
the
sea.
sailor is in trouble, you have to help him.
You gotta help. So you actually have to now find their coordinates and get to them. Have you ever seen any local fishermen stranded?
Unfortunately, a number of times.
Really?
And we've helped them get back to Lagos.
Oh, that's good of you. That's very good. Now all we need is a fish.
Yes.
A yellow finned tuna. That should be a tongue twister. Yellowfin tuna. Yellowfin tuna. Yellowfin tuna!
Some repairs are being done on the fishing lines by John. Tensile strength apart, they can snap and have to be repaired carefully by hand. I was watching from a distance when something happened.
Looks like something's happening, guys. We spotted some foam on the water. So we're just gonna train the cameras on the water right now. There, look. Go look at the splashes. Woo! It's a whale! Oh, look! Did you get it? Incredible! That was truly fascinating. That was incredible. We saw a whale. I mean, a bit of a whale, but it was a whale.
The type of whale we just sighted is a sperm whale, or a cachalot, and is the largest predator with teeth, and they're mammals.
Okay, so this instrument here that we're all staring at is called a sounder. And the reason why we're staring at it is because it's going to tell us where the fish are. We're looking for fish, I understand, that are above 60 meters.
We're concentrating on 60 meters.
Yeah,
the water column.
We're concentrating on 60 meters because we're doing surface lure fishing. So that means that we don't need to really be concerned with the fish that are really deep down. And whenever a fish is visible, it'll show us here sort of with a little red marker, or I've seen like little blue markers, but I think it's a red that we're looking for that means big fish. I've seen a big fish, but then it got away. That's the only one that's getting away today though.
Sonia, have you noticed that there are no birds?
I've noticed there are no birds, but I don't know what the significance of that is really in my world of novice.
Birds is an indicator of where the vicinity of the fish are. So we're in the Atlantic Ocean, so we're basically now looking for a needle in a haystack.
Exactly.
If we see birds in a frenzy, diving into the water, that means they're going after little fish. And the reason is that big fish have chased the little fish to the surface.
Exactly, so...
And then we need to be there.
Right, so birds are an indicator.
Very good indicator.
Okay, so do we have to look up for them, or would they just be dive bombing into the water, as you say?
No, when there's a lot of activity, you'll see hundreds of birds.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't see a bird in sight, but it's early days.
It's a sport of patience.
It is, totally. So don't even just chill.
There's a saying, a bad day at sea is still better than a good day in the office.
Yeah, because there's so much else going on here. You're relaxed, you can sit and contemplate life, nature,
True.
And you sort of realize how insignificant we are in this whole...
We're a speck right now.
A speck in God's creation. It's quite fascinating.
For me, this is a very good way to de-stress.
Yeah. Get the
Hustle
Lagos
of Lagos
stress
life.
out. Yeah.
And de-stress we did. Just being quiet. Just being, really. And somehow, in this turbulent water, feel a certain calmness.
Ah, wow, I nearly fell asleep there. All this waiting is good for me, I think. But you know what? I've been wondering, when I have to go pee, what do I do on a boat like this? There is a solution, actually. There's a tiny little cabin underneath that's got this cool fold-out toilet. You've got to just see it. So you know that we don't actually have to do anything bizarre. Okay, so around here is where you actually go to the loo. Come on, I'll show you. Everything is tucked away in a boat. So in here, come and see. There's a little toilet in here. So you can actually find a place to do what you need to do. And I'm gonna do that right now, so see you in a minute. Okay, everybody, so there's a fish on one of the lines. They're kind of toying with the lines, I've heard, at the moment, so we're getting a little bit of excitement going on. I can hear the whizzing, so just follow us.
All right. Put it back on now. Good. They're playing.
They're playing. They should continue playing. We want them to play and get caught on that line. So this is the thing about this fishing I see. You have moments of sort of dullness and serene feelings, and then all of a sudden it's like, something's happening. I'm gonna hold on to you.
It's okay.
We just had some action there. And was that a big or small fish, and how would you know?
From the initial bite and the way it took line, it would be probably a 15, 20 kilo fish.
Wow.
So he was just playing with the lure. He didn't commit.
Right.
So we're waiting for them now to commit.
So when they commit means bite.
Bite and get hooked up.
And get hooked up. All right. So that one was just sort of like there's something around. Maybe he's going to tell his buddies and they'll come back.
Well, I hope so.
I hope so too.
We've been out half of the day, and the surface fishing has yielded no catch. So everything's been wound up. To be stashed away and disassembled later. With the lines all tucked away nicely now, someone on the boat wanted to take a little ocean dip.
One.
Look at the beautiful water under. You see that? It's so blue.
Why are you running back to the steps? What are you worried about? It's a butterfly.
What?
It's a butterfly.
It's dead.
You can save it.
I think it's dead.
Pass it to me. Pass it to me. You can. I don't want to hurt its wings.
And look at this wonderful, fearless butterfly. What a long distance it must have flown.
Well done.
Thank you.
So we've just been having a look at the mapping system here, and Hossam tells me that we're heading for the continental shelf. And what that is an area where there's a dramatic drop in
100 meters to 1.5 kilometers.
Wow, 100 meters to 1.5 kilometers, and we're gonna go there and fish as well. Obviously, deeper water, bigger fish, more chance of getting one. We've seen a whale now, and I feel like I could turn back just on that, but we gotta try and bring something home.
Yes, we need to bring food to the table.
Yes.
So the continental shelf looks like this. It's an edge of a continental landmass in the sea. We're going for the fish found in that deep sea portion. The day is well into the afternoon, and new preps have begun with weighted fish-looking lures for our jigging session. They get attached with specific tools, and you can see the very sharp hooks ready for piercing jaws. The captain's always watching and checking and making sure everything is right.
So we've been watching John get the jigging rods ready, and he's going to show us a few little things. So what are we doing right now?
Yeah, I want to fix the hook on the jigging lowers.
Yeah.
You can see it. I fixed the ring. This is the lower.
Yeah, and it looks like it looks like a little fish. You can see the shimmering part on it. That is probably
called Shimano.
Yeah, and it's probably attractive to the fish, and it's weighty. It weighs about 100 and
yeah. This one is 112.
112 grams. So it's a bit of weight, and the idea is to fit two hooks on it,
Two
right?
hooks on it. Yeah.
Can you show us?
Yeah. This is the hooks. And one is bigger than one.
Right.
Yeah.
Why do we need a big one and a small
we
one?
need a big one in case we have a big fish.
And that goes through the hole.
Through the hole. Just like this. You bring it out. You tighten it. Perfect.
So this is
Perfect.
so this is ready to go. So
Yeah,
we've got
ready to
4
go.
jigging rods for 4 of us who are going to do this. Now
And I have extra for you guys if maybe one line cuts.
Okay,
you
so when
can
my
use it.
first line catches something, then I'll go for my second line. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, yes, exactly.
Should I be so lucky? Yes.
So I'm ready for you guys.
Okay. So the idea I hear is that when you're an expert at this jigging, you get to cast off. But when you're not an expert and you're a novice like me, you just drop it down, and the weight carries the lure right down. And then you have to keep kind of like teasing it up and down to
Bounce it.
yeah. So the
Bounce it
fish
down,
thinks,
up and
oh,
down."
what's that? Let's have some of that. I'm looking forward to this. Then I really feel like I'm fishing. Okay, so this all holds it together
Yeah.
so that
Alright.
nobody gets
Injured.
hooked
Yeah.
or injured. It's all about safety here on this boat. Things tucked away, things wrapped away, because movement is your enemy here.
Because the hook is very sharp. Immediately touch anybody, it will hook.
And then
So
you're in
that's why
trouble.
We have this, the safety is there.
Safety
We have
first.
everything to wrap it, to make sure everything is intact.
Brilliant. Thanks, John. Are we ready to fish?
Yeah, we are ready.
Pound it out. Okay.
I'm pretty excited now at the prospect of doing what I think fishing really means, holding the rod and reeling them in, then telling the tale of the great catch. We'll be fishing tens of meters down, over one of the several shipwrecks to be found, where some fish call home, and where we'll be dropping our lines.
We've arrived at the wreck site now, our new destination for the jigging, and I'm excited to do this, to tell you the truth. Let's see what happens. Where should I go?
Come in there.
Good afternoon, sir. Again, sorry, anchor weight is 1442, and we are keeping this position. We maintain the course close to 190. Waiting for you. Thank you.
I love that. This is me. So John, because we're close together like this, is there ever like a chance of intertangling, crossing lines?
yes.
It's a possibility.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just have to be careful.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do I do basically?
Check your rod.
Right. Unhook. Unhook. And then
Look at the way I hold it.
Right.
I hold it like this.
like that.
Yeah.
So around here, I got it. I got it. Totally. So I got two hands.
Just through.
And just throw it and let it go. Right. There's current on this side, so I'm going to the other side to drop my line.
It has to be.
Here. Okay, here we go. So this just goes and goes and goes and goes and goes down. It's a long way down. And how do I know when to stop?
The line will stop going.
Because all the wire's out.
No, it'll just stop.
It'll just stop. It's getting hot out here. I've been told that,
No, not yet.
when it stops, it's reached the bottom.
It's a long way down.
It's a long way down. And then I was also told that there are markers on the,
Every color is 10 meters.
yeah, every different color is 10 meters. Wow. I'm fishing. Ease it. You've got something. Ah, I saw you reeling in there. So if something happens, how will I know? You have to keep reeling. Forward or back? Forward. I'm fishing. Hey everybody, who can hear me out here? I'm fishing. Too bad the fish can't hear.
This is the physical warm-up. Continual dropping and reeling in, waiting for that almighty tug from below.
And then always hold it like you're holding it down in case something does bite so you don't lose the rub.
Right, so always, so I've got grip on it here. I've got my fingers through here too, right?
See, hard work.
I like it. Just think what my biceps are gonna look like when I get back to the shore. We'll have muscles, Celine.
Bring them up then.
Everyone has to wind their entire length of line back up until the lure, so we can move the boat back over the wreck. We're not anchored, and the boat tends to drift.
It's near the top. I can feel it getting a little bit looser now.
That's because there's no more current. Ah. So after.
That was a workout. So we're repositioning the boat. So everybody's reeled in.
Let me know when you're out, Celine.
Why are we actually moving?
Because we're no longer on the wreck.
Ah. Okay, so this is the second position now. Okay. Oh there. A little further. Let me just get it up then.
Celine, come up and cast it further to your right. Happy fishing.
Now that wasn't a bad cast. Was it? Oh my God! There's something on my line! Oh yeah! Celine, and how did it... Where? Oh my God.
Now you can.
Okay. Oh God, my head is...
Come Sonia, show us how it's done.
Okay.
Okay, dinner on the line.
Come on.
Oh,
Come on, Sonia, we don't have all day.
okay.
A lot of jellyfish. No food for lazy woman.
Oh my gosh! Woo! Woo! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Want to know how I did it? My little trick?
What was the trick?
Fisherman's arrogance.
Yeah.
Sammy's got one. Sammy's
Oh, I
got
lost
one too.
Come on, Sonia.
God damn it.
What?
Release the drag. Release the drag.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Whoa, what did I catch? Mackerel?
Whoa.
That's a mackerel. That's good food, by the way.
Dad, look how I caught it.
Mackerel.
Look how I caught
What
it.
a beauty.
That's called a foul hook.
What the hell? That looks like it has a big bite.
It's very mean. Very sharp teeth.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at that! Here he comes.
Yes.
Oh my gosh!
Bring it out.
This is
Yeah.
Careful, these are sharp,
Day.
huh? These are sharp. Be careful.
Star of the day. I doff my cap and I hand over.
Yeah.
Henry.
I thought I was gonna catch another
That's right,
small one.
I doff my cap and I hand over my crown to you. Well done. Well, Celine has caught the fish of the day, the snapper. I'm not jealous. The ladies got the two biggest fish today, so we're on our way back.
And that's all she wrote.
And that's all she wrote.
So with emotions high and an incredible catch, it's back to the city, the concrete, and our daily lives. I've spent my day, well, 12 hours of it to be precise, learning that there's a whole world of adventure to explore, and that we should never limit ourselves and always broaden our horizons, live to the fullest, and look beneath the surface of life. See you next time. Stay tuned next week to see what I prepare with the catch of the day.